Alright, welcome back to some more Star Conflict. I have been playing this game quite often recently, started to have fun again, and today I will show you some of the missions that you can play. This is going to be the PVE part of the game. This game has open world. I also plan to show you how that works. It has PvP, it has skirmish battles, which are also very interesting. Now, I will be flying this ship. This is my favorite ship in this game. I used to fly this ship a lot back in the day. I used to fly a lot of ships back in the day, but this one has a very special place in my heart. And I was always the healer in this game. And this ship is one of my first rank 14 ships that I have obtained. So, let's jump in the PvE part and let's see what kind of map we get. Now this game has a lot of missions, as you can see here, and man, this wakes up some good old memories. Blackwood Shipyard, Crimson Haze, Captured Dreadnought. All of these maps are old school maps. I also see that they added some new maps like this one, Brain Drain. All right, lovely name. Let's see what happens. You can use the PvE part to easily get money in this game. It's quite nice for farming. It's chill. It's a lot less stressful than the PvP part, that's for sure. In the PvE part, you don't have to worry about overpowered alien ships ruining your day. Although I still have to get used to the new level system. Not really sure when that was added, but back when I was playing this, it was a whole different PvE experience. Rank 14, tier 5 was really hard, and it used to be really challenging, but it was fun. I loved every second of it. Now, this map is also quite action-packed. I see that's the case over here. However, I don't feel like this is rank 14. Now, I think that the game just throws you in on the first random match that you find, and then you can change the difficulty. I think the difficulty depends on the lowest tier ship that you have on the team, which is honestly not a big problem. I don't mind that. I don't mind helping out new players in this game. So we have two of these engineering frigates. You know, for simplicity, I might just call this ship a logistic ship from now on, because it's a healer, it's a engineering ship, and in this case a engineering ship is, well, a healer, so a logi. If we use the EVE terminology, this will be a logi ship. Not a logistic cruiser, but you know, a logistic frigate. Can be confusing, I know, but not a big problem. Okay, where will they spawn next time? Now, I think I use torpedo launchers or drones, but in some of these missions using the torpedoes is a really smart idea. Man, I actually forgot the layout on some of the missions, because I remember that in some maps, if you don't kill the turrets, you lose your entire team in a couple seconds, if they're not careful enough. So a torpedo was recommended to quickly eliminate the turrets that are placed on random structures, on dreadnoughts, on beacons, and on other outposts. Perhaps if lucky, we get a map like that, so I can show you what I'm talking about here. But so far I see that it's going smoothly. I will say this though, it's definitely a lot easier than it used to be. back when I used to play this game a lot more actively, back when I was, you know, pretty good at this game. If you die in the mission, you can't respawn. You have to wait for the mission to fail, or you have to wait for the teammates to actually complete the phase. At the time, the missions had like 3 phases, and they were separated by a loading screen, and you would respawn when the next phase would start. Now I see that they actually fused all 3 phases to be, I guess it happens without the loading screen, which is, I don't know if it's a good or bad change. I did enjoy the loading screen a lot. Could go grab something to drink, to eat while waiting, you know. Now it all happens roughly at the same time, which I guess it increased the speed of which the missions were cleared, but you know, maybe the nostalgic feeling is a little bit interfering with me giving an accurate response on what I think, but I sure do miss the old missions, the old school way of running missions. That was a long time ago. And honestly, I can just sit here and enjoy the game without worrying about, you know, anything. This game is a lot less stressful than Eve, and I'll be honest, I've seen so much BS in Eve lately. I don't know, sometimes I don't even want to log in. And I'm not talking about the developers and stuff like that. No, not in the slightest. It's what I read in the CC chat. It's what I read like in the general chat on the Discord. It's like the dumb stuff that I see there. It's unbelievable. And I don't know, sometimes I'm thinking, should I just leave the content creator program? Like I will still play the game, I will still upload, and I will still record every day, but I feel honestly disgusted to be an official content creator. I'm just being honest here. Like the dumb stuff that I see there, it's unbelievable, honestly. And I don't usually get the chance to talk about the stuff that I see, but this is what happens actually. And I'm trying to, you know, to do my thing. I'm trying to enjoy the game, but man, sometimes it's just, and it's not a game that's bad. The game is beautiful. The best game that I played in a very long time. It's I don't know, it's just that some players that don't even play the damn game, just, I don't know, man. Whew. There's a lot of things on my mind. There's a lot of things on my mind. That's all I'll say here. But in this game, I can just enjoy the nostalgic feeling that I used to have.
Enemy ship destroyed.
It's such a lovely game. I'm so happy that this game is still alive. I'm really happy that this game is still alive. Back when I did quit this game, I actually thought that it would die in the next like 6 months. That's how things were bad at the time. And I was shocked when I came to the game to see that it became a lot better actually. There is still a lot of weird stuff in this game that pisses me off. For example, the new ships that are just broken. Well, not as broken as when rank 11 destroyers came out, or when alien ships came out, but you can definitely feel that if you want to be really competitive, if I want to return to my former glory in this game, to be in the top 10, to be in the top leaderboards, I will have to go and get those ships. And I don't want to do that. I just want to fly the ships that I love to fly. I don't want to be forced to actually go grind all of these new ships just to be competitive. Back when I was basically in the top 5 in this game, on the leaderboard, at one point, I flew a generic rank 11 tackler ship, and that's all I needed to reach that. Back when skill was, you know, what mattered the most. And I made so many people salty with that ship. Oh man, it was glorious. I miss those days. I really do miss those days. I really do. felt like 50 years ago, but only 7 years have passed since that. But it feels like so much has happened. I mean, I wish that I started with YouTube back then. I had some amazing fights. The fights that I showed you so far were nothing compared to what I used to do. I used to be so good at this game. I used to be so good. Now I actually, when I recall, I cannot believe that I used to play so good back in the day.
Ship destroyed.
Now I suck. Now I absolutely suck in this game. And I'm just being honest with you here. I'm just being dead honest.
God forbid you don't cover us.
I'm being dead honest here. But I still have fun.
Ship destroyed.
And I believe that, I don't know if actually, you know, I might actually go and grind for these new ships. I don't care. I might just go and find a ship that I like to fly, and I will return to the good old days. I think I'll do that. I think I will,
Enemy ship
because
destroyed.
I've been away from this game way too long. I need to teach these new players what old school means, you know. I also have to develop new builds. I still use the same old build on this ship. I've never changed the build on this ship. This ship was always used as a DPS loggy. And why was this ship a DPS loggy? Well, I just loved this ship so much I couldn't just run it as a repair ship, as a logistic ship. It had to be a DPS. My philosophy back then was a little bit different. At the time, the primary ship that I loved to fly was the DPS ship. However, now, I don't know. Perhaps I go and change the build on this frigate. I always loved the frigates in this game, and I was always pissed when the frigates were weaker than the interceptors and other ships.
Ship destroyed.
Back then, interceptors were really strong. You really couldn't counter them, except a torpedo to the asteroid. You hug the asteroid, the interceptor engages you, and then you just face towards the rock, and you kill the interceptor. And that used to be so hilarious. But then the developers decided to give a torpedo the arm time. Basically it wouldn't detonate the second you launch it, so it did pass some distance before it would explode. So even if you face torp something, it would not explode immediately. And I was so pissed when they did that, because that's made flying interceptors a lot more safer.
Ship destroyed.
Oh, that was a very smooth mission. Alright, nice. Nice work to the team. It's very rarely that you see me outperformed inside of PVE, but that other frigate pilot did a very good job. I was more focused on the objective. Was a little bit worried that the transport ship got. Well, they did a good job. I'll have to give credit to the team. They did a fantastic job there. Okay, let's go to the next mission. I really hope that I do get some of the old school maps, just for the nostalgic feeling, you know. The loading time is a lot shorter than it used to be. I remember when I was waiting like 10 minutes, 20 minutes for a match. Now I wait a couple seconds, and yeah, just look at it. I used to play with so many good players in this game. I'm glad that I see some of my friends still play. And I'm also glad that they're doing really well. However, I will have to go and get some of the new ships if I want my name to be seen over here. Right now my name is nowhere near the top. Was such a good time when I was... Yeah, it was such a good time, honestly. But I'll be back. I will be back. Mark my words. Okay, match started, I believe. Capture Dreadnought. An old school map. Well, I asked for it. Let's see what changed on this. This is the map where you have the turrets guarding the main objective. So we will see what will happen. Perhaps they have added something new here. We don't know. Low 25, okay. This might be a bit more serious, we'll find out. Okay, well I see that they changed this a lot. The Dreadnought used to be in one piece, now it's not, okay. And the spawn positions of these ships is also different. They used to spawn from one point. I would usually launch a torpedo at them and kill them in one hit. That's how you would farm points to be on the top spots when you're on the mission. And at the time, the higher points you had, the better reward it was. It was really important. But now they changed my favorite map. Well, I'm not happy about that. Where is my old Dreadnought map? That map was beautiful. I mean, it's basically the same, but the ship is now it's not in one piece, you know. We will see what other things have been changed. I see that yeah, they did remove the beacons were not placed in this position. They were in a different layout. Also, an asteroid on the right where you could hide is also removed. You know, this map used to be so difficult that we'll have one tackler, one fighter ship that would be parked in a specific spot where you would be safe from all the turrets, you would be safe from all the ships that would spawn. But you would have two turrets hanging out of the little corner, and with those two turrets you were able to finish the mission by shooting everything else. That's the objective. And that was so hilarious. So funny that I can't even describe it how hilarious it was. The chat was glorious, of course, but unfortunately I see that it's changed, and now what's left is sweet memories of that map. Now the ships are definitely a lot more serious here. As you can see, I'm barely doing any damage with my coil mortar. Now this weapon that I use is perfect for missions. It has a nice explosive area damage. It damages everything within a certain radius. And for PVE, a coil mortar is the best weapon that you can use. Basically, area weapons that can clear multiple ships with one hit are the way to go in PVE in this game. Oh, there's a turret, and the turret does a lot of damage. Okay, so this might be a bit more serious in the first round. This might be a bit more serious in the first round, but we'll find out. The main goal on this map will be to destroy the main caliber turrets and to destroy the missile turrets on the Dreadnought. However, the ship was changed a lot. I mean, they did change this map since I seen it last time. They changed a lot. And I see that I'm going to be taking a lot of damage here. Let me clear the turrets. The turret's health is also changed, I see. The position on some of these turrets is still the same. Okay. The beauty of this weapon is you don't really have to go and aim directly at the target. You can hit nearby, it will still do damage. And what just killed me? Oh, main caliber. Alright. Well, The main caliber weapons now actually shoot. Okay, that's new. At the time they didn't shoot and they were stationary objects that were waiting to be destroyed. And if this was the old school way of PvE, well, I would be waiting for resurrection. You could actually repair fallen teammates if you go to their ship, and you could actually repair them and bring them back. It was a very neat feature, but now that is removed. I see. A little bit sad to see that gone, but okay. A little bit sad about that, but okay. I would say PvE in this game became a lot more easier than it used to be. This thing used to be so much challenging, so difficult. It really was difficult, but now I see that with the respawning and, well, it became a lot more simpler to do. Which is not a bad thing. It just makes me a little bit sad that players won't be able to experience the beauty of teamwork and the beauty of something being very challenging. But I guess it's okay, there is still teamwork. And level 25 difficulty seems to be a little bit more serious than the previous difficulties, which is fine.
Warning. Shields down.
And you know, one thing that makes me more sad, I had a big folder of screenshots of this game that I collected over the past, like, from 2013-14 up until about 2018. I had a lot of pictures and screenshots of this game, and me being the idiot that I am, I actually, by accident, deleted the folder, and yeah, 8 years of memories gone, because I was dumb. And yes, I'm very pissed that I deleted 4 years of screenshots that I had on the game. But hey, what can you do? It happens. Alright, well, main calibers have been eliminated, and this is the point where we will have a loading screen, but I guess the mission keeps on moving. I guess I'll get used to the missions, just keep on moving without the loading screen. I'll just bring popcorn before I start playing. That will fix it. That's going to fix it.
Enemy ship destroyed.
That thing is tanking. Okay. Well, my job here would be to repair my teammates, because I'm not doing much damage anyway, so I'll just stick to the logistic part of this ship. And it still does a really good job. This good old frigate that I have been using for a long time. I might go and swap to the... I don't know. I'm not really sure what ship I'll go farm for, but I'll definitely go for a frigate and attack one. Those are the two ships that I fly the most, and I'll be farming them. It's been a while since I was farming anything in this game. I also like how I came to the decision to do that while recording this on camera. Okay, and the final part of the mission, destroy the missile turrets. Now the missile turrets will have a shield, and that shield will turn on and off. The missiles do shoot, and they can kill you very quickly, so important to take cover. The missiles did shoot back in the day, and they still shoot right now, so that's something that hasn't been changed. The shield on these missiles does change, as you can see, in a very predicted pattern, so it's a very good idea to strategically focus one after the other. You could technically eliminate them before the shield goes up. If I had a different weapon, I would do that, but unfortunately I have the coil mortar, which has good area damage, but definitely not high DPS. With the heavy beam laser, with the heavy lasers, I would be able to quickly delete those turrets before the shield goes up, but it's okay. I'll be more prepared next time. After all, what was it, like 6 years since I played this map, so yeah. I think I'm doing pretty well despite, you know, how many years have passed since I actually played this, so I think I'm doing pretty well so far. Far from what I used to be, let's be real, far from my performance back then. I was really good back then. Now, no, not so much. But it's fine. I'll get there, as I've promised. Okay, let me... Okay, everyone is in a good shape. Have some really high modules on this. It used to be called a pirate mass shield generator. Now it's just a rank 17 mass shield generator. I don't like that they changed that. At the time, the pirate modules were classified as highest tier, but I guess that has been changed, and the uniqueness of the modules has been removed. Alright, that was a very lovely little run. Oh man, this map was so nostalgic. I love it. I love it. Well then, with that being said, those were the 2 missions that I did get today. I will show you all missions with time. But with that being said, hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, fly safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.